we have our second game, or the last game, in the Winnerbracket Quarterfinal after 1-0 just defeated Colorful and throw them down to the lower bracket. We need one more for the Winnerbracket semi-final. Moon, Focus, 1-0 plus X. LawLiet and Fortitude duking it out, as you can see in the bracket, which I yet have to update with a simple click. Oh, it's not updated yet. Well, anyway, you know that 1-0 just defeated Colorful, so yeah. The poor opponent of 1-0 will either be LawLiet or Fortitude, both on the rise again after quite a slump, especially Fortitude. Became kind of rare to see him in the round of 8 of tournaments, but what better time to make it into the round of 8 than here, where it's about $11,000. Human versus Night Elf, no race switching going on, and I think most of us agree that this is one of our most beloved matchups. And one of our most beloved viewers is Tough Hunter Tactics, 13-month resub, gonna pump up those rookie numbers. Indeed, we all gotta pump it up, and we all have to join the game. Here we are. Romantic for the Lao Pao Esports Club upper right, opening up with an Archmage and early Scout Tower, interestingly. LawLiet moving across with the Wisp to Scout and the... What?
A player's forces are under
He's
attack.
playing an Alta build. On Concealed? Is he harassing instantly and gets the hero here? Because he can creep this without a hero. But is it too... I think it's too late. Whoa, what a game one is this? Alchemist first?
A player's forces are under attack.
What? LawLiet was a fan. This is a long time ago. LawLiet was a fan of the Goblin strat, and he invented this and he introduced this. Alchemist and Tinker.
Town is under siege.
And we've seen Foggy play with the Tinker second with rockets, and that's brutal.
A player's forces are under attack.
On the other side, of course, Archmage creeping. But especially on this map, why would you move away from a keeper who is so strong? And what's the play really? Acid Bomb on a Footman. Fortitude knows what's up. But with that Alchemist choice, he's completely giving up on the early harass. Acid Bomb will be real good against workers, of course. But only over time. Oh, wow. I was about to say, like, Fortitude is a player who's not really following the meta too much. He always has his own ideas. But here it's LawLiet flipping the script. Staff, boots, acid bomb. Oh, colorful, that would have been the stop sign right away. And it is Chemical Rage. Wants to do damage with the Alchemist alone. Sounds very loud to me, by the way. I hope this is not the case for you. Blowing my ears out right now. So this is a little bit of damage. But Colorful is defending this really well, creating a little footman wall, threatening us to round immediately. The staff is on cooldown, but this is where the archers come in. If you zone out the Alchemist, the archer's gotta do the job. Next acid bomb, lots of damage, and man, this is gonna be a lot of casualties. And the good thing about the Alchemist is, A, he does great damage against footmen, and he also, with acid bomb, enables the archers to continue doing damage against footmen, even if they have defend. Because you reduce the armor so much that it's still notable damage. But was this enough damage already? He'll probably rinse and repeat. Maybe rise up to 3 before Tier 2 has been reached. Hunter's Hall a tiny bit late, maybe. And there's no shop. So is it the Tinker second? Schnitzel dude, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. And it is the Tinker. The good old Goblin Bros, they're back. Oh man, did I see this again? I wouldn't have thought so. Acid Bomb, Clockworks, right clicks. Off we go. Can he get rid of that? Oh my, the damage is pretty sick. Chemical Rage, Mass Repair, screams for an Acid Bomb. Clockworks don't do too much already. The Arch is also not part of this. Wonder if they creep somewhere. Now there's 2. But it feels like Fortitude's defenses are too good. There is damage done, but that is to be expected. Did I say colorful again when I mean Fortitude? Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. This it's kind of stuck in my head. I don't know why that is. Sorry about that. I'll try to fix it. You can, of course, argue this is a troll strat, that this is a meme strat. But this has worked before. And this will be pretty sick late game. Can't cancel the lore, even though there was some damage. Tier 2 is almost done. What do you play against this? It feels like LawLiet needs way more experience than this. Archmage also rising up to 3 2/3. The acid bombs are good, but what if there's priests? Potion of Greater Healing, more levels on the Tinker. Feels like he needs at least 3-3, if not 3-4. And does he have the time if Fortitude has that expo running for quite a bit? There's no lockdown yet. No rockets. Of course he decided to go for Chemical Rage and not Heal Spray. This might be an issue too. Did he cancel the shop? I'm not too sure. He is canceling quite some buildings. That is finally level 3. That Alchemist is so fast with Chemical Rage. Okay, he got something done here, but it's only Footman. Mountain King second.
A player's forces are under attack.
And of course Acid Bomb 2 is a necessity. Quicksilver, thank you for the bits! Let's go indeed. Uh-oh, Acid Bomb, right clicks, Chemical Rage! Not enough. And the Rejo Potion against it, so he's not losing too much HP. He doesn't have to go to the fountain with this. No tier 3, rather rifle casters. No more to team yet, but upgrades. Going for armor upgrades. I feel like this has become more and more of a thing. To go armor upgrades against the higher level alchemist. Needs the staff very soon. This shop, man, again cancelled. This is so much delay. At least he got Master Bears done, but Fortitude is creating quite some space. And I think it's okay if the levels are ending up on the Alchemist until level 6. The scary thing late game is the Tinker. For Archmage, can't rejuve on the Shredder. This is a massive pickup. He wanted to mass repair, but that doesn't work. Archmage forced into a TP in a bit, but so worth it. So worth it. Shop cancelled. Shredder taken out. And LawLiet is completely without any kind of goal. Tinker never made it to 3. And it's just Footman. Also, what do you do if there's a lot of breakers? Breakers
Player's
production is
forces are
starting.
under attack.
Acid Bomb doesn't do anything against breakers. Legion Doomhorn. Woo! That Alchemist is a race car. I've only recently started watching again. Is Alchemist Tinker a real strat? It was a thing for 2 weeks in like 2019. This is the first time we see this in a long time. So no, this is very unorthodox.
The town is under siege.
We do have 3-3. It's still... Oh, he goes passive second, interestingly. Is he eventually... Oh, no TP on the Alchemist, but the heal potion... Whoa, how fast he still is despite slow being applied. That's kind of sick. Scroll the Beast in 4-3. He needed the other way around. He needs rockets desperately. And man, the value of killing the shop for Fortitude and to not have a staff here, resulting in 2 kills already. The Alchemist itself is a decent counter to breakers, but not against mass breakers. Like, he does great damage against them, especially in Chemical Rage form. But he's also getting burned if he's in the front line.
A player's
Wow, Fortitude third base. This looks confident. It's gonna be a rough late game for LawLiet. Ring of Regen, decent. A lot of HP regen alongside the Legion Doomhorn. Archmage close to 5. Mountain King never made it to 3, but I guess it's fine. Was not his number 1 priority. So, Tomb of Retraining or what?
A player's forces
Still
are
needs some...
under attack.
Yep, there we go. I was about to say, still needs some gold. Does he know about this? Yep, he does. But the towers... Oh, can he kill all of them in time? Not the first 3. Oh, this is so bad for LawLiet. But I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow finds a way to make this work. Orb on the Alchemist. Claws as well. Right-click damage of this Alchemist is super sick. But I think this army is just way too big. It's 77 supply. It's also breakers, magic immune. This is gonna be rough. Tinker seems a little bit far forward. Dispel on the water elementals. Rockets make it harder to retreat. And this might be 1 or 2 kills, but nice slow retreat. Covered. Mountain King up front with a clap if he needs to. These rockets did nothing. Only on the breakers. Not good. Also these rockets. He's not reaching the backline too much. There's also a heal scroll. And he's fighting uphill. Sorry, but I don't see a chance here. The Goblin strat might lead to a very uncomfortable situation for LawLiet. Level 5 Archmage. He wanted to be a little too cheeky. Giving up on one of the best Night Elf maps. Feels like a mistake to me. But hey. Who knows how the other games go. It definitely makes LawLiet unpredictable. That's for sure. Rockets don't do too much. Not at all.
Forces are under attack.
Last hope is transmute. Yeah, brother, but that is super far away. Shredder is in the fight now, but he never got level 4 for the increased range of the rockets. This alchemist didn't do the initial work. Like we saw from Kevin Schwem in Meisterschaft against Todd, how he wanted to go for an equal strategy just with Panda and Pit Lord, both very harass heavy. And if that initial harass doesn't work, then you're trying to catch up throughout the entire game. And that doesn't really go too well. Most of the time. But hey, Fortitude. Did I say colorful the entire game? Fortitude. Playing a nice game. He knew exactly how to counter this. Threaten the surround immediately. Footman always on the alchemist. Couple of shots on the archmage. When the archers were there, just focus them, trying to get them out. But yeah. 1-0 lead for Fortitude. Thank you, Peso Di Pala, for the tier 1 sub. 15 month already. Go colorful. Yeah. At least I noticed the mistake at some point. So yeah, hopefully we go back to a little bit more standard play. If you're a LawLiet fan, of course. If you're a Fortitude fan, then just go on. Just play your tavern strats. Warden Tinker can be brutal. Tinker first. Next map is Autumn Leaves, and this will probably pave the way for the rest of the series. Defeating Fortitude 3 times in a row has been done before, but I think it's not the easiest task. So, is it another troll attempt by LawLiet, or is it keeper time? Or is it in his hands a warden time? Gotta be ready for everything. We are in Autumn Leaves. It is Fortitude with a 1-0 lead, spawning in the bottom left hand side for the LP club. And on the upper right hand side we do have an Altar of Elders, but we also have a shop on the upper left hand side. So, is this the warden? Is this the warden creep route? It feels like the warden is working here. But yeah, LawLiet definitely some catching up to do, while Fortitude can be very happy with his performance, I think. Standard build, of course. Not much variation in this. He's also capable of doing some weird tower pushes, by the way. Not a warden, but a keeper. Some weird tower pushes, so you always have to be ready for this and always scouting for this. But very good execution. Yes, of course he lost a couple of footmen, but as we oftentimes say, footmen are disposable. and you have to use them while they can still do something. And the amount of times that he cancelled the shop, cancelled the Moonwells, that was extraordinary.
A player's forces are under attack.
Isn't it a long time ago that Shamiko Fortitude tower pushed last? Nope. That was exactly on Monday, where Chemico did it versus Colorful. He also did it against LawLiet a week before on this very map. And LawLiet had no idea what to do against it on this map. So Keeper is scouted, Creep Route is scouted. Claws of Attack, very nice for the initial damage. Feels like human players, they like to work in a cheeky tower push into a series. Especially when it's a best of 5 series. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see that at some point. The initial harass is very, very strong on this map. Very close to the Night of Base. Here's the first kill, here's the second kill. That's level 2 already, and that's the purpose of the creep route for LawLiet. To not have to do 2 spots, but rather 1. Get level 2 immediately and go for the harass. Fortitude saves 1 peasant, but is he just going for 1 base? Because there's no 4th farm. He pulls militia, sends them back. Feels a little indecisive, but this was a great early game for the Korean. And now we open this little path here. Ah, not perfectly though, has to move around still. This should be an easy cancel. Just right click, that's not the greatest power build. He's trying now, but it is a cancel indeed, and peasants will continue to suffer. Not much to lose here. Archmage went out of the way to get the staff and dust to make sure the archers can't hide and push forever. Good and nice, I feel. Well, we're 60% on the way to tier 2. How's the moon juice? Good, right? Pretty good. And the expansion is coming up. Okay, this is way more standard.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's an interesting creep pattern. Fortitude is getting time for his expansion now, but this is already so much damage done. Not unwinnable, not game breaking. Ooh, especially when he finds this. Did he not see it? It's nighttime, maybe he didn't. There was no wisp around. I think Water Elemental and Archmage damage could have gotten at least a lot of damage. But maybe he's just waiting for some footmen. Or maybe he didn't see it. He's contesting the middle. I don't think he saw this. Naga second. High pressure, high tempo. Was waiting for the entangle, then staff out, as you usually do. LawLiet wants to creep more with this Naga, take control of the middle. Which is more time for the expo. And more time to creep, but Fortitude gives LawLiet the middle of the map pretty much uncontested. Ooh. What's the item here? Ruined Bracers, not too bad, but I guess it's a sell. Against the Mountain King, yeah, kinda nice to have, but it's gonna be more clap than Stormbolt.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Fortitude has started the tech as well. LawLiet on the way to tier 3, so it's an entire tech ahead, but it's also an extra base for the human. And yeah, it's an instant sell for more units. With a Naga play like this, it feels a little weird to not see more harass. It's also just tiny camps. Like, I mean, the lab was a big one, but now... But he got 3-2. Fortitude on the other side, still struggling with level 3. He has to move far out on the map.
Players' forces are under attack.
But he could go for shop, consumable base. But then he's too late for the lures. He's definitely too late to cancel anything. It's kind of an interesting matchup in the mid game in the way that both races try to slow down the other as much as possible. It's not much fighting in the middle. If there's a skirmish in the middle, then it's just to neutralize the other faction as well. So there's oftentimes goes into the Night Elf base to delay a shop, a Moonwell, a lore, or Zeppelin Scout. Insane! On the other side, of course, you want to delay the tier 3 and the expansion for as long as possible, so it's mostly Echo Harass. And this is a lot of footmen. They do have Defender as well. No Acid Bomb against it here. One is down. Level 2 Entangle might do a lot. He can kite a bit if he plays the Dryad well. And the Zeppelins, of course, there to save units in situations like this. Gotta be careful now, though. Feels a little weird that the Keeper and the Naga was spending so much time with this one footman. But the Zeppelin already paid off. First for the Scout, second for the save. But Fortitude is kinda getting where he wants to be. And LawLiet defended this very, very, very well. Got rid of 2 footies? 3 footies? Something like that. But he saw it come. Tier 3 hero. Pit Lord? Well, he will soak up a couple of experience points from the other heroes. He's not a great orc carry, but I see the value of Howl and Cleave, especially against breakers. LawLiet with some innovating hero choices. Uh-oh, no staff. No, that was a little weird. Doesn't want to move the Zeppelin in for Lightning to fight out. But loses the Zeppelin too. Now the Pit Lord is a little bit on his own. Yeah, 2 base continues. Yeah, the Shredder is a little lazy. Is he running out of fuel? Is he not well oiled? Or is he just there for defense?
The player's forces are under attack.
Fairy Dragon's coming. And how far is Fortitude? Upgrades are decent. Tier 3 on the way. Breaker's coming, Mortar's coming, but it's a rather fast tier 3, I think. Hero levels... not too comfortable. Holy how did you get the Pit Lord to 3 like this? Merc Camp and Expo? This cleave is so brutal. Plus 12. What happened?
The player's forces are under attack.
Ho ho ho! That pit lord is so strong right now. Out-leveled the Naga completely. We only have one bear. That's a problem. But now here comes the pit lord. Look at he cleave. In combination with Fork Lightning. That's good AoE on Footman and Militia at least. Not on the Breakers too much. Pitlord is in trouble. Does he still not have a staff? He does. Okay, so this was calculated. But that means there's no staff left for the bear. Oh, but all the Militia are suffering. And this was the last fight before tier 3 human. What a game. Got the first orb. We'll probably go for the second orb as well. Pit Lord in a bit further behind. Oh, big mana potion, nice to a degree. So is it knights or is it just mortar, staff, etc.? I feel like knights should work well against the Pit Lord, better than breakers. Of course, you always need a couple of breakers for spell steal. Oh, the Pit Lord! Staff is ready again as the Mountain King is forced into an invul potion. Bloodlusted footmen are as big as a breaker, lol. So, heal scroll counter at 1. Ooh, okay, I don't know this. The cleave damage is ignoring armor, right? I mean, not the initial right-click damage, but the cleave damage. I'm unsure. Yeah?
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah? Okay, so the Paladin aura is not as impactful as you might think. Yeah, I did colorful again, huh? Fortitude, not colorful. Neo, learn this. Jesus.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, the cleave damage ignores all armor, sure, but the normal right click, I mean, it's not it's then affected by armor, of course. He just got the Warsong battle drums. With Roar, he's at like plus 28. Okay, so to clarify, thanks Toxie for educating us here in chat. The cleave damage is the full right-click damage. So the full damage gets passed onto the area of effect, but the initial target still has the armor working. So let's say your full damage is 40. Then the initial target gets reduced to like, what, 35, but the AoE damage is still calculated with 40.
Town is under siege.
Kind of weird timing to explain this. 80 supply, Fortitude, tier 3, frag shards, knights coming in, inner fire, flak cannons. This is not a happy Zeppelin. This Pit Lord needs some serious heavy lifting. Got 2 heal scrolls. on LawLiet side, only 1 on Fortitude side. I feel like he needs to focus on that a little more. Also, second red spot for LawLiet. What's this now? Katka's pipe. Every unit here has mana, basically. So the Katka's pipe is really impactful. And feels like this fight here in the air wasn't fought too well for Fortitude. Wasn't it just like 3 hippos?
Players' forces are under attack.
3 to 4? Oh man, 87 supply. This is a lot. Third attack upgrade, Nature's Blessing, more fairies. LawLiet not going into high upkeep. So you can see that's quite a lot of upkeep. So is Paladin the right choice then? Isn't an Alchemist better? I guess you assume that you get healed scrolls, right? So you want to double down on high armor?
Players' forces are under attack.
And maybe Holy Light against Entangle Fork Lightning? Well, you can Holy Light the Pit Lord, that's true, but I don't think that's the reason. I mean, Stormbolt Holy Light can be nice, but it's mostly clap, I think. 90 supply. LawLiet is banking so much. Pella heals faster. Oh, that's a good point. Thanks, Grubby. 2 orbs and focus fire do a lot of damage to the Mountain King, so Holy Light is the better single target heal to keep the Mountain King in play. That makes a lot of sense. We got Blizzard, we got Clap. How long can he keep his air units in? I think the fairies have to do much. Man, what is this fight here? It's all over the place. Archmage took a beating. But what do you do about these gyros? I guess he just ignores it. Mountain King is kind of low. Oh, this AoE! Pitlord is also taking heavy damage, but this heal ward is untouched. Now taken out. Could have controlled it here. Mountain King in trouble. Bears. Like, oh my god, he still has 2,000 gold. And it's just smashing the fight. He got rid of 30 supply. Oh my god, I really, really, really want to see the damage of this Pitlord after the game. He's close to 5 and it's 90% AoE. Look at this AoE! It's just so sick! Oh, ho, ho. He's down. He lost 40 supply and that's game. Oh wow, what a destruction. I guess this Pitlord works. I guess this Pitlord works really, really well, especially with these items. Yeah, Toxie said it. Once you get the Pitlord up to 3, this man is a beast. But how did he get up to level 3 so fast? Okay, let me look this up. The Pitlord did 9,000 damage. That's quite a bit. Let's compare it to Mountain King. Mountain King did 2,500 damage. And the Pitlord was the 3rd hero. Yeah, 9,000 damage is a lot. What are you using for the stats? The Warcraft 3 API. Still on a mission to implement that into our overlay. Can you see fairy dragon damage? I think this is only heroes, but let me look it up. Yeah, it's just heroes where it's reliable. Or is there a flare? Yeah, I think it's just heroes where it's reliable. But that would be cool. Can you see if Fortitude did any damage in this game? So what's next? We saw an alchemist, a tinker, a pit lord. What's next? Is it time for a warden? Man, this series is super promising. But yeah, that's what happens if two players who oftentimes refuse to play meta and have their very, very own ideas how to play the game clash. Like, we know it for a long time. LawLiet with the warden plays, Fortitude with a lot of tank plays, tower pushes as well. They don't like to follow the lead of other humans and night elves. So it's no tavern hero first. That's something already. He's not trying with the goblins once more. What else is there that he could play? Mass archer pushes. Oh, it's a warden, everybody. Let's go. Okay, then it's a demon hunter third and a potom next or something. Thank you, Sideburns, for the 213 sub. Yeah, everybody wanted to see that warden, huh? Curious how, like, if he plays her solo or with the panda or with the tinker or with the naga or with the demon hunter. Lots of options for this match. First of all, we have to creep a little bit. And that's the norm right here. Nothing too extraordinary. Go for the Ogre Magi first, build the shop early, creep it here, get the warden up, and then cause some trouble. Cool to see both of these players in better shape again. It's kinda hurt my heart when they were eliminated early multiple times. Nice detonate. But pretty much uncontestable here if you have to creep up yourself. Big invul potion is already pretty good. Not as good as a mana potion. Nice deny.
Players' forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
So, how do you get the warden to 3 reliably? I like that colorful again, Jesus! Fortitude is playing more aggressive here and delays his own level 3 to delay the level 3 Warden. Piranha Leopard, thank you for the 3-month. Greetings from Quebec. Love for watching your cast. It's the only one I watch. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You should watch more, obviously, but glad that I'm the chosen one. One with the staff, no boots. But finally the creep here. I think 40 is a little too late to harass this properly, but it's not the level 3 creep yet. So LawLiet still has some work to do. Expansion is coming. Here on this map, there are of course labs, so you can go for Zeppelins to save his workers, which is, I think, mandatory at this point.
A player's forces are under attack.
I really hope that Colorful and Fortitude are not meeting in this tournament. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. I would just call it as if Colorful plays himself. Warden gets some footmen, but this one deny. Make sure the Warden, like that we've seen earlier, make sure the Warden isn't going up to level 3. Couple more right clicks, now he gets it. And tier 2 has been reached too. Threepwood the second for the 56-month restub. 4 years, 8 months. Catching up on the stream again. A few more months and there will be 5 years of great Warcraft with the best casting ever. Thank you.
A player's forces are under attack.
So again, lots of harass with Archmage, as we saw a little bit on Concealed, which of course was a very different game. But I think in this case, aggression is the best defense. This is kind of how he plays it. Delays the lures. Didn't sacrifice too many footmen, I think. He never really built too many. And the Expo is paying up. He still has a lot to creep. He can still go for level 3 now. The experience gain on the Archmage is pretty weak, but by design. To slow down the Warden. To don't give her access to a fast level 3. Don't give her access to a fast level 4. Every level 4 Warden is so important. We have Blink, by the way, so at some point should probably retrain. Shredder again. It's like LawLiet is going Shredder in every single one of these games. So how do you counter Fortitude? Never say colorful. Fortitude. Blood Mage time. Blood Mage can work. Naga can work. Mountain Cook would be a little slow, I think. Because the Warden is making big steps. She's super annoying already. Is it already time for the Tomb of Retraining? That's a lot of gold. Apparently not yet. Alchemist, okay. Then might be Blood Mage third. Can still have impact with Banish. Heal Spray is the weapon of choice. But because he went to the tavern here, this was exposed. 40 with 1500 gold. So he knows that this drop is coming. And should be there in time. Warden gets Orb as well. As tier 3 is finished, Master Training, Orb, off we go.
A player's forces are under
Keeps the
attack.
Warden in check though. But since LawLiet plays the Warden solo, he can creep in the north and defend in the south and still get full experience.
A town is under siege.
Here we go, Zeppelin drop onto the creep spot. Not into the economy. Magnetor Reaver still there. Lots of damage on this Zeppelin. The Warden blinks, the Warden shoots, the Warden kills. Heal spray, nice to have, of course, but only level 1. So at the moment, Rejuve, the superior spell for sure. Was that a misclick? Did he want to hit the Archmage here to create more space? Fortitude, not tier 3 yet. That hurts. I don't think he can break this with mass. He's only at 50 supply too. 2,000 gold, 50 supply. Feels questionable, but okay. Gives a level 5 to the Warden. What do you drop here? For the cloth plus 12? There's no space anymore. Ah, yes, backpack. So puts the invul potion on the archer. It's like a mount, or like the courier in Dota. Saves it for later. He did that before when he used mountain giants to bring heal scrolls to the fight. LawLiet, definitely one of the most creative backpack players. Now we got Fan on Knives. And it's still just tier 2. The fan is just crazy. The heal spray really isn't. But he would love to have that heal scroll now, I feel. Well, with Blink you get out. As there's no lockdown, there's no Stormbolt. Expansion coming up.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, level 5, man. Level 5 Warden. This is where LawLiet usually really shines. What's the defense here? 2 arcanes, but it's also time for an anti-magic. Main base, also only 1 tower. Rifle upgrade only now. I don't see a bright future for Fortitude in this game. The slow is really annoying. He has a tally staff though. And it is 76 supply. But no mortars. Just rifle casters. And against the level 5 Warden. She'd like to have some mana, probably. LawLiet saw this. Oh, mana potion is of course amazing. Mana stone as well. So much healing. And this is where the Warden excels. But only 2 kills, I think. No anti-magic. And he found the expo.
Player's forces are under attack.
There's a freebie. There we go. But it feels like Fortitude is fighting. Oh. It feels a little torn. Like, should I defend? Should I push? Should I go for the expo? It goes a little back and forth here. The tree is up, but there's no Nature's Blessing. On the other side, there's also no mortars. Maybe LawLiet is fine as long as there's no mining. It can just feed off the workers. The water is just stays here. Here's the Zeppelin. And there's the kill. So we got half a level from this, but the expo got killed.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is getting expensive on Moon Juice. He still has a bit, but 3 are empty, 3 are full. sees it coming now. Is this the big push, 40?
A player's forces are under attack.
One got one harass off. What are the oh my god, there's so much healing. Got the alchemist to 3. Does this just counter fan on knives? Especially with the mana regen. Like 3 heal scrolls. The one in the fight alone doesn't do much. 5 target max. No disable against the heal spray. And all of that despite tier 3. For Fortitude, he played a very passive game. Didn't push too much, didn't poke too much, didn't do any fancy drops or staffs or something.
Player's forces are under attack.
I feel like the Warden has to get to level 6. Otherwise, there's no chance. So, Moonwell's looking good now. That choke can be really good as well. Warden in the backline. But yeah, needs the kills. Fairies need to do heavy lifting as well. But of course the Warden needs to go. Oh, that was the heal scroll. That was number 1 out of 3. Trying to nuke this alchemist out, but there's a potion. Fortitude moves away. How many kills are there? Feels like only 1. $1,300 gold and the value of the heal spray now. This feels good. Okay, used 1 heal scroll, so this position is not mine and got out. He can definitely afford those TPs. Oh man. This is only game 3, everybody. We will have another map after this one. At least, if not 2. So fight an open battleground. The bears will do quite some damage, but they're only 0-1. It is just the mission to get this Warden to 6. And we're getting closer here. There are kills, and Warden is connecting to the backline, takes out caster after caster, and the breakers are not protecting these rifles properly. There is the Avatar, everybody. Barely enough mana to go for this. Trying to go for Blizzard, but it's okay. Level 2, not bad. How many spirits are there? Only 2. There might be the 3rd one here. Acid Bomb is nice, but also the Flare is nice. More and more fairies streaming in. Alchemist, how much mana is there still? Use the big potion. Shares a cooldown, of course, with the big mana potion. And the Warden, level 6. Might need some healing. Might need a TP out. Whew, that was close. Blinks out, and she feels comfortable here. Big supply lead now. Plus the Avatar. Fortitude had a big bank. He was burning through this. Whoopsie. Oh, a little bit miss micro here. And we're not getting close to like really scary human levels. Did he just buy something? He did. Heal wards bought with a bear. Imagine that shopkeeper. Total value is pretty even, but 40 still has this big bank, or a bigger bank. But yeah, that's nice. That's a nice way to save Moon Juice, to save Rejuve. It's daytime now. Shop control again. How many heal scrolls? Only 1 remaining. There is a Katga's pipe in the shop. There's Vamp Aura in the shop. Unholy Aura. Battle drums. This is a dream. Still only 0-1 upgrades. Control magic. Why is Fortitude going for control magic? Did he figure out a way to take over the Warden and the summons? Yeah, obviously this doesn't work. I saw the wards. That makes a little sense. Still 1,000 gold bank. This needle hole is impossible to fight into, of course. Still only one heal. There's the second heal scroll. Okay. You know what? I would love to see a tank just for distraction.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lots and lots of breakers. Whew. 1,300 gold bank. 80 supply for LawLiet. Not spending anything except for the expansion, maybe. But we're approaching an outmined Fortitude. 3,000 gold left. 1,400 for LawLiet. We can, of course, waddle the tree over. Tier 2 tank. Yeah, of course. He doesn't have a workshop. He has a workshop now. But he has no tier 3. But in general, in a scenario like this, I would always love to see tier 3. And I think at this point he had the time and the resources. Like, I just love tier 3. I just love tier 3 human.
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
He got the vamp aura actually. He's banking so much. There's a tally staff. Warden can get back whenever she wants. I feel like the fairies play a big role here. Can they survive the fight against the flying machines? Staff back, got another kill. Never really level 7. Hippo's coming in now, but only 1. That's not enough. Also, you really don't want to go over 80 supply. Fortitude is at 81. That hurts. That really hurts. Ah, but he's not mining. Ha ha! 5 ad. If in high upkeep, stop mining. Then you don't pay upkeep. And LawLiet will be mined out.
A player's forces are under attack.
If he takes out a couple of these gyros, that would be big for the next fight. It can of course be easily rebuilt. Can this human mass shatter the Night Elf? So many bears! But the upgrades are really lackluster. I think this vamp aura though is a big help. Does it somewhat help for these gyros? He's hurting his own gyros, I feel. But the damage, oh my! Look at these flak cannons go! Bye-bye fairies in no time. It was a nice fan on knives, but is this enough is the question. 10 supply deficit. Fortitude already losing quite a bit here. And of course the gyros are dead supply.
A player's forces are under attack.
More and more spirits, Warden controlled, almost no mana anymore. There's level 7. So, no fairies. But there aren't too many casters either, right? 1, 2, 3, 5 maybe? There's just way more bears. Fortitude mining again. And LawLiet is not mining. I think he's moving his tree. Don't want to miss the fight though, to check on it. Yeah, TP out. So, yep. That tree. Come on, slap him. How's he? Is he out of range? Must be, huh? Shredder takes care.
A player's forces
Usually cutting trees, now helping with the trees. So, how much gold? He's still not mining. 100 gold here. 1300 here. Can't you dispel the summons of the ultimate? Nope, they're invulnerable. Can't control them. Can't dispel them. Can't attack them. $25-minute game. LawLiet, no income. Is he missing anything essential? He bought the Wand of the Wind. To get rid of healing, I assume? Ah, because he's entangling the mine. Ding, ding, ding. Smart. Alrighty. Archmage, how close are you to 5? Very close. Then Blizzard is a big dangerous. Or he goes Aura 3 for even more. One of the wind against the healing immediately dispelled. One in a little bit of trouble. Has nothing to save her except the blink. Fan of Knives thrown once more, but there's no kills going his way. Can he... Oh, Fortitude immediately controlling this heal ward so fast. Against going for that Blizzard. The front line is huge, but can the bears break through? There's still the Mana Stone. And now level 5, and these bears, they will all go extinct probably. The Warden can't go for the heavy lifting. It is 84 supply marching forward, and these bears weren't ready for the Blizzard. If he breaks this expo, then that's it. 58 supply only healing. There was too much healing in the end, and the Warden level 1 just... level 1. The solo Warden, even on level 7, doesn't do it. Good night, tier 3. Fortitude just smashing this fight. Didn't even start mine again because he's still in high upkeep. It feels like Fortitude always had the resources he needed. Very, very, very good resource management. And yeah, that is... if there's only breakers here, the Fan of Knives really doesn't do too much. At some point, might even be desirable to just switch back to go for Hero Focus. But this AoE is just crazy. Mana is empty. Trying to get a couple of spirits, but... everything dies. I guess if there's a hero to win a game like this, it's probably a Warden.
A player's forces are under attack.
Probably gets a couple of kills here, but with so many breakers, Fan doesn't do anything to them. Then there's not too many corpses. And then the Avatar isn't too crazy. Wow. I thought before the first big push, colorful, like with the level 5 Warden, Fortitude has no chance. But wrong again. A couple of units, but he's just pressing him into submission at this point. No building anywhere on the map for LawLiet, and also no gold for that. No main building, of course, so he's revealed. Blizzard is great in base races. And there's still a big bank. I mean, not the greatest bank, but you know, there's still gold in the mine for Fortitude. How much is it actually? 1300. So whenever he's losing something, he can just start mining again. LawLiet doesn't have that luxury. Yeah, Bear's coming back now for probably one last hurrah. But this looks like a Fortitude victory to me. Not much damage against the Dryads anymore, but what gives? The triple heal scroll that he got in the mid of the game somewhere, that was great. No anti-magic potion. Feels a little questionable to me while going for harass. He lost a lot of mana during these harasses. The Fan of Knives harass against the workers, not as great as usual. Because Fortitude was also threatening attacks all the time. Horton had a staff though. I don't know. Reveal everywhere. Are there any buildings left? Nope, 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 nope. Fortitude is mining again. 600 gold left.
The player's forces are under attack.
Both have free mana region with Moonwells and of course Aura. Where does he see the way out? Could sell the boots maybe? Yeah. Big mana potion. Okay. With all the trees.
A town is under siege.
But how do you deal with like blizzard, breakers, heal spray? I don't know, dude. Okay, let's sandwich a little bit. One has to consume the mana potion pretty much immediately. Kind of funny how Fortitude never went tier 3. Controls the Warden well with slow. Here's the mana potion being burned immediately. Blinks out, but the heal spray to counter this. Got so used to it. Zeppelin ready. And this avatar just can't raise the spirits. With no disable here, the Warden is having a rough time. No mana anymore. Also, no Moonwells anymore. I take that back then. If there's no Moonwells, of course you don't have free mana region. And those are the last couple of buildings. What's he moving up? Shredder, Bear. Okay. Fortitude has the gold for another expansion now, by the way. GG! He got this. Damn Fortitude. Playing this really solid. He's not overcommitting. He knew exactly when to fight and where to fight. Like, he portaled out pretty fast when the situation wasn't good for him. Then he positioned himself into little chokes to buy more time. Smart play, not the crazy flashy plays. He tried to go for the Zeppelin drops, but couldn't really hit it. It was just smart play, great economy play as well. Really like that he stopped mining at some point. And go into high upkeep. Whew. I'm leaving you for a quick second. I gotta get some water. There we go, everybody. Game 4, match points for Fortitude. that would mean we would have, like if Fortitude goes through, we would have Moon as a Night Elf, Focus as an Orc, 1-0 as an Undead, and Fortitude as a human. 4 races in the winner bracket top 4? Again? Is it the perfect balance? Maybe. It might be. You looked into the state of the tape for way too long. We move on to a map where it's kind of hard to expand, so I wonder what LawLiet has prepared here. It's match points for 40 and it's Amazonia. There you go, everybody. LawLiet in the upper right hand side. Trailing, facing the lower bracket, where he would meet Colorful in a mirror match. Spliffy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Much love, mate. So, Fortitude with one of his best runs in recent history for him. But now, this must be... He's playing the Warden on Keepazonia. Hey, this looks like not the perfect play. Why would you move away from the keeper so much, LawLiet? He's struggling with humans as opponents for quite some time. But especially on Concealed and on Amazonia, not playing the keeper, it's like... I don't know. Making Fortitude's life a little easier. No deny here, a little bit of harass. Fortitude knows exactly what's up. Feels like the map looks weird. What's this fog of war? It's... I don't know. Fortitude crippling with a lightning shield, wants level 2 as fast as possible. So, how do you play this Warden on AZ?
Player's forces are under attack.
No second engine of war. He's pulling the creeps, goes for mercs. Shadow Strike first and then possible. Could still be fan. But level 3 feels far ahead. Feels far away. Tier 1, lots of workers, lots of footmen.
Player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, Shadow Priest gets ensnared twice. Not part in the harass then, or is it still working out with the timing? Whoa. Sells the TP for Circlet and Dust. Trying to get rid of archers, trying to prevent her from hiding. No way! No way! He's just tower pushing! He's just tower pushing this! Oh, brother! Against 2 mercs. That's not too easy. Do we have a lumber mill? I was so sure that this is an expansion and the Warden's job would be to disrupt this, but now he has to hold. And the Ancient is not in position. There, he saw this coming. There's so many Ancients coming up. Full throttle. Oh, wow. Needs more repair, though. 40 and his tower pushes. Bam, big slap by this Engine of War. Can Fortitude somehow prevent the Ancients to come up? How is he saving with Archmage? He's not. This might be game 5, everybody. Just like this, LawLiet is so good in defending these tower pushes. I would say he's the best in the world, but maybe it's just not over yet. 2 Ancients up, 3rd one in the front, is in trouble, gets cancelled, and the towers? There's progress. There's so many footmen as well. Archmage level 2. Is he reviving him? Yes, he is. From the altar, though. Moonjuice, looking dire. Warden level 3. And that must be Fan. And that is terror rising for these workers. Needs the tower, needs the tower, needs the tower so bad. Needs to hold on to it. But oh my god, look at all the archers. Look at all the piercing. Look at the kill. Oh, that's big. And the second tower is not coming up either. Is coming up. Ooh, close. Mana's low. Nighttime is still running for a bit. LawLiet down to 24. Oh. There's no Fan yet. And holding on to this tower might be the game-winning move. Still doable for LawLiet, I feel. But he never built a shop. There's no clarities. What a way to try to end this. What a way to trying to end this. 60% on the arcane. If the warden is in range of the arcane, what do? Archmage is back with dust. And then all archers are exposed. Warden is exposed. Good focus. Fire! Ooh, that timing was so good. No arcane still, but the warden now can be revealed. 2 charges on the dust. There's so many footmen. He got Fan now. But there's almost no healing! And no blink, of course. Little opening in the north. How often can you go for the Fan of Knives? Moonjuice is gone. He needs a myriad of kills now. Tower cancelled again! The focus fire is really good. That was the last. That was the last Fan of Knives.
Players' forces are under attack.
There's still so much. More towers and a shop. A kingdom for defend or regent scroll. Uh oh, the tower. Is he breaking through this? What? No! Downboard the last second. What a decision making. Archmage, shoot the fireballs. There's a potion as he tech to tier 2. Everything is on a knife's edge. Everything is so close. But the clutch moments seemingly in favor of LawLiet, all of them.
The town is under siege.
Can you deal with this now? Trying to trap. There is no blink. But a potion. The ward gets surrounded here. She's dead and the game is probably over. Shooting away now with that Shadow Strike over and over. Ooh, nasty. But the problem will be mana. Is there a plan B? What a hole, dude! He's just the best in these. He's just the best in these defenses. Other Night Elves might have a lead on him currently when it comes to meta plays. But when it comes to holding against tower pushes, LawLiet is the best. He's stuck! 40! The Sasquatch is holding the door here. Oy, unfortunate. So, there's the Fend coming soon. But tier 2 is already done. Zeppelin, Shredder, higher levels. Only tier 1. But access to a heal scroll, use it immediately.
A player's forces are under attack.
So let's do this again. Still half of daytime. I think he used the clarity before, but I'm not sure. Shredder is in this push. Archmage has a heal scroll to at least counter 1, maybe 2 fans, and the Zeppelin is here too. There are quite some tools that 40 has that he didn't have before. Shredder Civil War. Tons of damage. LawLiet Zeppelin, famously displayed on the second Back to Warcraft channel. Against Foggy, that was. The positioning behind the Ancient of War. Trying to keep these archers safe. But it's defense footies this time. And he never went for a second hero. No Alchemist, no Panda. And 40 is trying this again! When is the time for the heal scroll? The value is insane! Both with great Zeppelin micro. Can he take care of this Shredder somehow? That's big experience. And takes out a big part of the DPS here too. Engine of Wars are marching forward. The Zeppelins are saving this. The archers are so well protected in the back. Level 5 gives him more mana. And that might be a multi-kill. One Warden to rule them all. And there was a little bit of night time. And that is GG. We do go full distance. We were questioning this Warden. But alright. He makes it work. He makes it work. He had a plan B. But that was such a sick hold. So intense. And we go full distance. LawLiet abandoning this keeper. And making it work. Ooh, this series is fun. So what's coming up next? LawLiet played the Goblin strat. Fortitude played his tower push. What's left in the tank and what's the next map? We have Echo, Last Refuge, or Tidehunters. All maps that are played here and there, but it is Tidehunters. Oh, Fortitude has fought wars against Moon on this map. What a day to be a Warcraft fan, everybody. 1-0 versus Colorful was already so good. And now this one, going full distance. We continue casting, by the way, in round about 2 hours with 5 matches in Meisterschaft. So no rest for the wicked, man. What a day for Warcraft. Okay, Tidehunters. Is a Warden possible on Tidehunters? I would say yes. Does this mean LawLiet goes for the Warden on Tidehunters? I would say, how is anybody able to predict this? Well. Who's facing 1-0 in the Winnerbracket semi-final? LawLiet or Fortitude, winner of the next map advances. What a series. I expected high entertainment going into this day. And they delivered. Absolutely delivered. On basically every single map. The Goblin strat on CH didn't really work out, but it's fun to see. Seeing this Engine of War is definitely a Warden. I would be shocked that there's no Warden. But again, if I expect this, Fortitude should know as well. Here we go. She's back. She's back. And again, how to creep her. LawLiet was never really a big fan of Warden pushes. Rather the long term. So buckle up, everybody. So this, don't want to jinx it, but you could tower push against the Warden. Fortitude has done it before. Here's a lot of space. Engine of War on the other side. Could also intercept reinforcements by setting up here. Feels a little like an invite, like, brother, come on. My special against your special. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come at me. But it's not allowed to deny anything here. Oh, these games are so great today, jeez. Talisman can be very good if you face a lot of units. Fortitude scouted this, Engine of Wonders, so a similar creep pattern to Northern Isles. And Fortitude is switching gears, goes for the expansion once again. Alcoholic Toddler, thank you very much for the gifted sub. And the Warden is coming in. Didn't go for a single spell. So this might be a surprising early fan of knives. Can he steal something here? Anything of value? 232. Got quite a bit of experience. And it is fan of knives first. Plus blink. But there's a lot of units here. Kinda hard. Didn't get this one, did he? I think he just got the 48 from before. Oh, the deny by Fortitude as well. 6 start. Checking behind this. No AP push. And this wasn't too many losses. This might be a little bit problematic to get to level 3. Decent splits, I feel. Can you do something about the arcane? There's no mana. There's no mana at all. It's just right clicks. Haha, but yeah, okay. If you blink into the back, nothing can really hurt you. And it's a staff out then. Archmage comes in for the counter harass. Super close. Item on the ground. Got it. Ring would have been going well together. It's shot down. This is no clarities. How do you play the Warden like this? It's nighttime now. The shop kill is pretty big. Not losing a lot of units in the north is pretty big. Starting the mining, buying time for the tower, saving units to not feed the Warden. Colorful Fortitude is playing a great game. But until when? Double level 3 pretty much around the same time. Would love to pick up the item, but there's just no slots anymore. Ring and slippers would both been great. Okay, there's a lot of mana now. That he has to respond to this somehow. And he does. Another fan should be ready in a bit. Now there's a lot of targets here. I don't really know how the spell decides what target it hits. Like it's a max target of 5 now on level 2. Does it go clockwise? Someone once told me, I kind of forgot. There's another fan coming. Not enough damage, couple of misses. But the arcane is up and there is dual mining plus a pretty fast tech. And it felt like... Oh, there's a counter expansion this time. Did he see this? I think so. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he definitely did. The archers are just hatching this. Coil Twitch bot, thank you for the 100 bits. Footmen are coming in. Dealt with. Water Elemental as well. Didn't even need the detonate. Good focus fire as there is no defend. Ooh, this might be a little bit of a waste here. Archmage still shooting at it. But the tree is almost done. Damage is not enough. This feels like a waste. Or is it? Or is it? Archmage surrounded. This is so close. This is so close. This is ultimately close. The last freaking sorted. Are you kidding me? This is a disaster for LawLiet. That footman. Retire him. Give him a Medal of Honor. Let him rest in peace. Not rest in peace, but let him, you know, let him rest and don't sacrifice him, etc. Oh my god, what a game. This is all so clutch, and it's the Alchemist again. This guy needs to get home to his wife. And just stay there. Retire him, not rest in peace. Retire him, that's what I wanted to say. What a freaking legend. This goes back and forth, man. This goes. We still have a strong fan of knives, but the Warden is not harassing the main because he has to deal with too many footmen. He's just threatening too much damage. And this expo was a good 2-minute delay, maybe. Trying to steal the Zeppelin. Does so. And Gats also needs it. Footmen are just pressing forward. And now it's daytime again. No free mana regen anymore. The Zeppelin micro again. But he needs exactly these plays, otherwise Fortitude is just getting a multi-kill here. He's just, it seems like he's just winning with footmen and 2 heroes. The heal spray counter. Level 5 though. Both are racing up hard. We have a shop, Warden is safe. That Zeppelin safe though? Nope. Heal potion, baits a little attack. Oh man. Crash and burn. How is he able to apply so much pressure with undefend footmen and 2 heroes on 3 and 1? I don't know. And you know what's pretty good against the Warden? Things that don't leave a corpse. And you know what's not leaving a corpse? Freaking tanks. And they're coming. Tier 3. And tanks. He's dropping into the Night Elf main. Not even tier 3 started. No expo. No tier 3. At least LawLiet knows, but you need bears, Tinker or Panda. And definitely the ultimate. Big kills here. That might be the problem. No disable against these plays. This has to happen multiple times. Two workshops only. Fortitude is a little low on lumber. He does have a shredder now. And he'll rise up in supply. He was already ahead in total value. Plus he has the big bank. And LawLiet decides to go for a Brewmaster. 2 base, 1 base. But he needs to creep. He can buy time with the Warden. He must buy time with the Warden. Could be a long game. I hope we're finished once Meisterschaft starts. Kind of like I have 2 hours.
A player's forces are under attack.
He needs. Oh, if Fortitude steals this, okay, he doesn't. But can he defend the tanks? There are a couple of bears. Master training is ready. Gets this around. Oh, that's big! Real big. Since there's only 2 workshops at the moment, he can't really afford to lose them. But he also goes knights and griffins. And then can of course go into mortar teams as well. This transition by 40 might be genius. If you can afford it, why not? Yeah, LawLiet is doubling down on the tank defense. And this might be wasted resources. He's getting ready for tanks, but he's not getting ready for griffins and knights. I think especially not for griffins. Drunken Brawler, by the way. No Drunken Haze. Ooh, good steals again. It doesn't get much experience here except from the Footman, but denies some. Item went to the Alchemist though. Quite some damage. Snarecaster is level 3. And this Alchemist is safe. This is kinda what I wanted to see on Northern Isles already. These distraction tanks to go into a knockout army. This is the best Fortitude I've seen in such a long time. Ooh, Shredder donation is level 3. Oy, oy, oy. So he knows about the knights. Fan of Knives pretty horrible against knights. Also the panda, not the greatest. And Fortitude still has 900 gold. How does he still have 900 gold? Pally third. For more armor then, I guess. Panda only 3. I think he needs Warden 6. Which is getting close, granted. Warden 6, Panda 5. That Water Elemental is level 6. Okay, now we have a different game. How ready is 40? There's no Zeppelin here. There's a Zeppelin here. But Oh, was there an expansion? I didn't see it. Kills the peasants off, that's kinda easy. And Fortitude standing army isn't the best yet. 2 knights, 1 griffin. It's dangerous, but it's not unkillable. As we get griffins, hippos. It's gonna be real tough to get spirits with the avatar in a fight though. Like, it takes forever to just kill a knight and then it's 1 corpse only. 3 knights coming in. Oh my god, 5 knights are in. 5 tanks are in. Is this the demolition already? He's stuck at 47. Panda level 4, that's nice. Tanks give of course more experience. Archmage might be forced into the TP out. That was one way to salvage this. But the base is raided already. Can't produce anything anymore. And that might have bought the time for the 3rd base. He is getting closer to that Panda 5. And then with staffs and bears, he might be able to do it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Whew. Getting ready for another tank push. The engines of war come into play handy now. Defense upgrades. Interesting. Defense first. I would think that attack is more important. Okay. So 2 knights, 2 griffins, 5 tanks, 5 tanks. LawLiet is ready for this though. More engines of war. Dryads slow this down. The bear's gotta be careful about the griffins for sure. A couple of hippos are here. Panda is not in the fight. He needs to take care of the tanks, but how much damage will they do? At this point, knights and griffins are only distraction. But the bears are dealing with this, including the panda. Crit really good. Breath of Fire really good. He's even uprooting the Ancients of Lore to get more damage in. And there were so many Moonwells. 2 will be falling. But I guess that's it. Oh, 2 new tanks coming in. Nasty attack by Fortitude, but I think LawLiet just holds. Look at this. The Griffin is down. Level 5 on the Panda. The Warden has more damage to do here. Archmage gotta be careful. There's still an Ankh. But these tank attacks, I don't know if it was enough, to be honest. Fortitude is banking a lot. And of course it's 1 base, 2 base in favor of the human. But the hero levels are getting there. And that's the downside of tanks these days. They just give a lot of experience again.
Player's forces are
we got the hippos up. We got the bears on the ground. We got the hero levels where he wants to have them. Ooh, Fortitude. No production at the moment. Stays at 50. Wants to bank as much as possible. Queue some upgrades. But at the moment there's no opening for him to be found. 11 armor and vamp aura, by the way, on the knights.
Player's forces are under attack.
How did LawLiet not lose this game yet? Second Griffin Aviary. Feels like we're switching gears. He has 6 production buildings now. Okay, Knights and Dragonhawks. Needs some shackles. But how many hippos do we got? 4? We will have more than 4. And there's a panda, and there's the AoE. I don't know if this works. I feel... Okay, you can't play gyros against a level 5 panda either. Same argument kind of for rifles. This is hard to react to at the moment for Fortitude. Oh, the leveling of the panda was so crucial. Warden has a shop now. Warden has an orb. Trying to do more damage. Close to level 7 as well. We never see the avatar do a lot anymore, to be honest. Here comes the creep jack. Panda's in decent mana. Crits hurt, of course, as well. Pretty tanky boy. Who's gonna get this right? Oh, there's a massive pally! Gets killed by the creeps. Oh no, when it rains, it pours. Fortitude trying to hold on, trying to get this last hit. I'm not too sure who got it here. Okay, it was the Alchemist. Close to 4 now. Helm of Valor, but that was lots of losses. And LawLiet is banking so much. He's at 1,700 gold. Don't really know who got it, to be honest. But the item went to Fortitude. This is such a wild game, sorry. Still close to level 7. Griffin's coming in now. A lot of the army of Fortitude is in production or healing or reviving. Probably LawLiet. No XP jump. We mine this out. Main base mined out. Tree moving over. This is of course not too easy to defend, as all the moon worlds, all the other trees are in the main. This avatar is just constantly parked on the left hand side to make sure that there's no additional base. 280. Stormhammer's coming. 1000 here. And immediately APs and just buffer units. The good old Lado question. Are you having fun? Are you entertained? 2,700 people. Wednesday afternoon. Warcraft 3 2021. Is this push in time? Shackles coming in. The heroes have to do something against it. The hippos have to be free, otherwise the griffins reign. Ancient protectors, one gets cancelled, second's coming up. And he can't free against the shackles. The panda, what's he breath of firing? Not too much as it seems. Where's the avatar? Is part of the fight now. Kinda hard to deal with the Dryades. There's not much that can attack them. Now the the Dragonhawks are free, and that's when the damage is coming in. A monstrous supply lead. Maybe a level 6 panda can save him. Breath of fire again. Warden in trouble, Warden in trouble, Warden in deep trouble. Invo potion, last second. Is there a stuff for the panda? No, there's not a potion. Has to pass it to keep the Warden in. Warden is still in. But what to do now? There's this massive air army and no mana anymore. And this is exactly why it's so hard to hold this. The moon wells weren't enough, and this looks like Fortitude is plowing through LawLiet. The heroes didn't do too much, and the shackles were in time. Ooh, the amount of Dragonhawks. Enough. There's still a lot of spirits, but there's also a lot of damage. Knights and griffins break the Tree of Eternity. No more potions. And only 24 supply. Never got the Earthstorm and Fire. Loses a couple of Dragonhawks, but this looks like it's Fortitude's game. There's no mining anymore. 70 supply versus 28, and this game is still on. What now? This is the last bit of gold. 300 gold. Avatar took some nasty hits. Panda mana is okay. But this is now into 3 towers. Lots of regen, 77 supply. It is Fortitude's game to lose. Only 1 kill out of 5. This could have been a big XP jump, but it isn't. Little too early. Trying to lure him into this choke. No mining. Oh, of course, takes care of the peasants who could head him in the fight. Zeppelin saved for a bit. And this was all the Warden mana. $21 gold. It's all LawLiet got. He knows there's no mining. How much gold is left? 250. Desperate for a heal scroll. LawLiet, you're Warden, buddy! We got an invul potion. We got a heal scroll. We got the staffs. Close to level 4 paladin also. Not too bad. Fresh new avatar. Daytime. No moon juice left at all. And Fortitude is pushing for the Winnerbracket semi-final. Breath of Fire. Plus Drunken Haze actually. Not Drunken Brawler on 2. This makes a big difference. Lots of misses. And there are a couple of Dragonhawks falling, but level 6 is just so far away. And mana is empty. No way to get mana back anymore. Warden blinks out, but just to save her alive. Nothing else really. Trying to get the last drops, but the panda is surrounded by 4 knights. That's the level 5 of the alchemist, and that must be game 6 on the archmage. What a monstrous slobber knocker this is. LawLiet, he doesn't wanna admit it yet. But it is 7 times the supply, and it's GG. 1 player of each race in the top 4 of the winner bracket once again. So real series Fortitude does it again with a couple of tags to buy time. GG's indeed. What a roller coaster of a series. And that footman canceling the expansion in the bottom left. He needs a statue in Fortitude Town. What a game. What a game. 2 cheers, Burrow Rush. We talked about you before. Thank you for the 100 bits, Sonic. Thank you for the 250 bits. Great series. Both series were great, actually. Both series were great. And it was a sick day. It was a great day for Warcraft, and that of course means that we got our winner bracket semi-final. We'll wait a second. Wonder if it's being updated. It is. It is. TP Cup 2, our top 4 in the winner bracket is Focus vs Moon and 120 versus Fortitude. What a run for the Chinese human. In the lower bracket, this lower bracket is so stacked. We got Chemico, arguably one of the best human players in the world, one of the top 2 for sure. Lin, the greatest human, the greatest orc ever. Colorful, the WGL champ, and LawLiet. And in the winner bracket, we got Focus, the 2-time finalist of War 3 Champions and World Cup. We got Moon, the AWL champion, WGL finalist, DreamHack finalist. We got 120, the DreamHack champion, the Yule Cup champion. And we got Fortitude playing the best Warcraft he has in a long time. And again, the Thanos perfect balance strikes again in Warcraft 2021. Sick. Absolutely sick. So, I need a little break. We'll be back in 100 minutes with ESL Meisterschaft. 5 games in Meisterschaft. Slasher is gonna be with me. What's tomorrow, by the way, in TP Cup? Is it winner bracket or is it lower bracket? Lower bracket, I think. According to Wikipedia, it's lower bracket. Let me check Golden Harbor real quick. They had the bracket up. Yeah, lower bracket tomorrow. Lower bracket tomorrow. This means tomorrow at 1 p.m. we get Chemico versus Lin. And we get LawLiet versus Colorful. And then the day after, we get Moon versus Focus. And we get 120 versus Fortitude. Kampqualle, thank you for the sub. 4 months. Meisterschaft Inc. Pog. Impy Dude, €1. Perfect balance. 6 games. Now enjoy some rest before Meisterschaft. Trying, man. Trying. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. I guess whoever didn't enjoy this is doesn't like Warcraft at all and is forced to watch this or something. Thank you for tuning in the middle of the week. It's nuts. So, see you guys in a bit in German with Meisterschaft with Slashor.